Hi there, I'm Jen from Simple Green Smoothies, and today we have a plant-based snack recipe that you are going to love. It's called maple granola bars, and it uses a mixture of natural sweeteners like maple syrup, combined with gluten-free rolled oats, and then we're adding in some protein with almond butter. It's very delicious, simple to make. Let's get started. All right, first you need to preheat your oven to 325, and then we're gonna begin adding in all the dry ingredients. So the first one is gluten-free rolled oats. And then you're gonna need to add in some almond flour. And to get the exact measurements and more detail on the recipe, head on over to our blog where I have everything laid out for you. All right, next is sliced almonds. And then we're gonna add in some raisins for some natural sweetness, and it also makes it a little chewier, which I really like. If you're making this recipe for your kids' school lunches and maybe there's a food allergy such as a nut allergy, feel free to swap out the sliced almonds for sunflower seeds, and you can even take the almond butter and swap that out for sunflower butter. Now we are going to add in the cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, and also some sea salt. The last dry ingredient is chia seeds, which have omega-3s, they also have protein and a little bit of healthy fats. So they are kind of like the superfood that I try to add to as many things as I can to get that extra boost of nutrients. So mix it up. Now we're gonna add all the wet ingredients onto the dry ingredients. So we're gonna start with maple syrup. One of my favorite things about this recipe is it only takes one bowl, so it's super easy cleanup. We have a little bit of vanilla extract. And then some coconut oil. I'm gonna mix it all up together so that everything is evenly coated. All right, now we're gonna add in the almond butter. And this gets a little stuck in here, so a spatula comes in handy. You can swap out any other nut butter as well. If you have cashew butter, that works great too. The dry ingredients are tending to get stuck on the side, so I'm just making sure to push them to the middle so that they are getting all of that coconut oil and almond butter goodness. Once all the ingredients are mixed together well, we're gonna transfer it into a baking sheet so then we can bake it. I'm gonna take this baking tray, which is an 8x8, and line it with parchment paper. You can also grease a pan, but it's gonna be a lot harder to get it out of, so I strongly recommend using some parchment paper. Once you get it into your baking dish, you need to make sure to push down the edges all the way. You want it to be evenly spaced out and pushed all the way to the edge, so that this really does turn into a granola bar. All right, now we're gonna put it in the oven and bake this baby. Once they're cool, you can remove them from the parchment paper. It just peels off really nicely. Just be careful to not break your bars. Now we're gonna cut them in half, one direction. And then into another half. Another half. And another half. The edge ones are a little crispier, which I prefer. The inside ones are a little chewier. So depending on your favorite, just reach for one of those. here we have homemade granola bars. These are also great to bring on long runs or hikes. They're full of protein, they hold up well, and they just taste really good. And try it. That is so good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you make them. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel where I'm gonna try to share more and more plant-based recipes that taste good and are good for your body. So leave a comment below if you have any questions for me, and make sure to head over to the blog to get the full recipe as well. All right, bye.